episode numero uno, the 2025 MLB Draft Spotlight Show. And who better to start it off than the prohibitive number one prospect for the 2025 draft, at least as we stand here today in August, Mr. Jace LaViolette, Texas A&M. What's up, Jace?
What's going on, guys? Glad to be on.
What's up, man? It's good to have you. I've been looking forward to this conversation. Honestly, man, I've been looking forward to this conversation since I watched you in high school. I've always been a fan of your game, and now it's kind of all come to roost. So let's start with this. Katy, Texas. All right. Tell the viewers, tell the listeners, what is Jace LaViolette all about? Introduce yourself on the field and a little bit about your hobbies and passions off it.
Yeah, on the field, I like to swing hard, try and hit some homers, hit some hard line drives, drive people in. That's what I love to do, and obviously make some pretty cool plays out in the outfield. Enjoy being around my teammates, enjoy just making people happy and make myself happy. Off the field, like to go hunt, fish, kind of just stay outdoors, do all that kind of fun stuff. Enjoy spending time with people. I don't really, it's a weird thing. I don't like being alone. Obviously, there's times where I need to be alone, but I enjoyed time with people, quality time. So it's a little bit about me.
You know, we're going to talk about the bat. All right, we're going to talk about the bat. We'll get there. I want to talk a little bit about the glove. You get a chance to play center field a whole bunch in 2024. You can play a comfortable right field, a plus right field, I'd even say. Tell me, what is better for you, man? Is it robbing a homer or hitting? You know, you've got 50 of them. Like, is it hitting homers or robbing them? Because you robbed a pretty sick homer in the World Series.
Yeah, I don't know if I mean it's so hard because the magnitude of the catch, right? Like there was so much behind it. Like I had so much adrenaline after it. Like that was one of the cooler feelings I've ever had in my life. But at the same time, it's like give me a bases loaded walk off granny. I mean, there's probably not much better than that either. I haven't done that one yet, so I mean, I guess as of now, I could probably say robbing a home run. But obviously, home runs are pretty special too.
No doubt, no doubt. Tell me about how much pride you take in playing a little bit of center field, because you've rovered a little bit, but
Yeah,
you can really go get it out there at the eight. Is that something that you take a lot of pride in?
yeah. I always take pride in defense, man. It's more than of the fact of like if I'm not producing with the bat, I want to be able to help my team out in any way I can. Obviously, I really like to play center field just to have priority over everybody else. It's like in the outfield, it's a lot of fun just to go run down, get the top speed, and go chase on some balls, make some diving catches. It's a lot of fun for me. But I've always prided myself in like, all right, you know what? If the bat's not there, then the defense better be there. Because at that point, if it's not there, then you're just useless.
Well, we've talked about the glove. You can run, you can certainly hit, but I like to put guys on the spot a little bit. Is there a tool of yours that you think you want to put even more emphasis into, something that you really want to continue to blossom?
Swing and miss.
There you go.
It's easy as that.
That simple, huh?
Pretty much. If I cut that
So
down,
what is this summer? What is this fall looking like for you, man? How are you taking steps to improve that?
yeah, I'm actually kind of going through some new swing stuff. Literally as we speak, I'm starting to do some new things with our new hitting coach Caleb, and obviously Mike's still doing everything with us. So hearing perspectives from two different people who think the same way about hitting, but say it in different ways, is really really good. So I'm trying to do some new things just to. Sure. I mean, I think everybody who plays this game is always trying to get better, but now it's more the fact that I'm trying to move my body in a different way to produce better, to do things better, to be on time more often, to evidently cut down the swing and miss.
Yeah. Hey, man, we like to get in the weeds on this show, and I'm curious, what
Yeah.
are some of the pillars? What are some of the pillars of those changes that you're making in your swing? How are you trying to get in a better position?
Yeah. So, I think you've seen it as the past 2 years have gone by. Like, I think at the beginning of last year, I kind of went through what we're trying to work on getting better now, which was loading into my backside, staying on my backside, swinging off my backside. And then I kind of went away from it as the season went on to what I did my freshman year at the end, which was just kind of tall throughout the swing, let your hands just play. And so now we're trying to get back into having some rhythm with the pitcher. It's like I'm just trying to dance, right? That's what this game's about. Like, can you time up your timing with the pitcher? Like, are you going to be able to dance with them? Sometimes I'm a little fast, but it all comes with it. And so what we're trying to work on now is like just staying on my backside. I'm doing something different with my lower half, turning my feet certain ways, like literally just trying to figure new things out until something clicks. And I'm like, all right, that's it. Now get 5,000 swings under that and let's go.
I love that. You led this whole thing off by saying, "What's up? I'm Jace. I like to hit the ball hard. I like to hit the ball in the air." I'm curious, would you consider yourself a player of this new generation where it's like, "Hey, man, I'm into the data. I'm into launch angle. I want to know if I'm backspinning the baseball. I want to know my exit velocities." Like, is that
Yeah.
part of your pedigree?
Not really, man. Like I think I can play it with my eyes. Like I think I can tell that. I mean, if you can't tell that you're backspinning the ball really well, then I think we have problems, right? I think if you can't tell that the ball is jumping off your bat pretty well, I think we have problems. Like I think that you can hear it too. Like there's a different sound when it comes off pure, and there's a different sound whenever you don't hit it right. Um, so I don't necessarily like I obviously before a game, like I love to look at pitcher data. I love that aspect of metrics, but I don't really look at my metrics as to how fast am I swinging the bat, how fast am I doing this, but like and all that. Like I care more to know how my body's moving than to care about metrically what the data shows. Because at the end of the day, you could have the worst data and still be the best baseball player on the net. Like you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, yeah, metrics matter, but they don't. It's not end all be all.
I'm with that, man. I think there's a lot of ways to succeed in this game, and sometimes we get really hyper focused
Yeah,
in one direction.
everybody's different, man. This game's played so many different ways. Everybody like that. That's baseball's not cookie cutter. You know what I mean? Like it's not. No, you're not going to find 10 different people who swing the exact same way. Yeah, you might model yourself after somebody, but it's not going to be anywhere near him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I that's what I like most about baseball. There's just so many different things that you can do to better yourself, and like I think I do look at metrics on other people to see what they do. Like I'm talking big leaguers here. I don't compare myself to people just because that's not like what I like to do. But I'll look at a
Mhm.
swing. I'll be like, oh, like he moves pretty well. Like I kind of want to be like that, and like we'll just talk about it. So it's pretty cool.
I love that. You mentioned modeling yourself after other players, specifically big leaguers. Growing up in Katy, is there a guy that you kind of gravitated toward, as a high schooler, and really kind of, I guess, adhered to his game?
Yeah, I mean, so growing up, my the only I would watch three people play, or I just watch videos of them play actually on YouTube. It was David Ortiz, Derek Jeter. Could you guess the last one? I mean, on those two little.
I mean, I'm just gonna throw out Jordan Alvarez, but he might be too new school.
Well, so he was a little bit more new school. Actually, you are right on that. I actually watch Jordan a lot now.
Hmm.
I actually love how he swings the bat. I mean, he does. He's obviously one of the best in the game to play. No, but it was. Oh my gosh, how am I blanking on his name? Derek, third baseman. Whenever next to Derek. Why am I forgetting his name?
ARod?
Yes, how, dude. That's
I don't know
terrible.
how you
I
forgot
just
ARod,
forgot
man.
ARod. I just
That's a
forgot
pop culture
ARod.
pull.
That's terrible. That's horrible. Yeah, dude, I have no clue how I. That's actually brutal. That might be worse than that's. You know what? Cut that out too. We're gonna act like I said two. You know,
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
that's
Sure. Sure. Sure.
terrible. I'm kidding. You can leave that in. It doesn't matter.
So okay, so you model after Derek, after ARod, after Ortiz. What was it about those guys that you really admired, or you tried to model off of?
Well, so Ortiz, obviously the looking at the power showcase, it was like, geez, like it was unbelievable. Derek was his hit tool, and then ARod it was his leadership on the field that I just looked at until obviously whatever happened, but that doesn't really matter anymore.
Yeah.
And so like there was just it wasn't all about baseball for me either. Like I looked at ARod, like looks like a good leader. He does things right. Derek, the hit tool was, I mean, it's one of the best ever. And then you look at Ortiz and you're like, it's pretty fun to watch that ball go far. So
Yeah. Yeah. I dig that, man. Talk about ball go far. You got 50 homers, man. You still got 2 more years of eligibility. I mean, three if you keep them, but you're draft eligible for the first time as a college player this year. I'm just curious if you're looking at that BB core record that Tommy White and Jack put up at 75. I mean, you got your eyes set on the BB core record. Can you get to 76? Can you hit 26
to be
this year?
honest,
You hit 29 last year.
I had no clue that was even. I I don't I don't know, man. I don't care to chase records. I don't care to look at them. I don't care to know about them. Like it's just baseball to me. It's supposed to be fun. Like I think people put too much emphasis on trying to chase things instead of just trying to chase their own individual goals. Like I have goals of, and I don't really even have baseball goals. It's more of like mental goals that help me to succeed on the field. It's like have fun, don't be too hard on yourself. It's all things that literally, honestly, don't have much to do with my swing, don't have much to do with the result. It literally all just has to do with my mental side of. Last year was the first year that I stopped caring about the result, and I just started looking at more of like my preparation. And do I feel prepared? Did I do everything I can? All right. Well, if I've done that, the result doesn't matter, and that helped me
No
out a
doubt.
lot.
What did it mean to you to be a semifinalist for the Golden Spikes?
Yeah, that was pretty. I mean, that's unbelievable, but didn't win it, so
Yeah.
it's all right.
Well, you guys came really close to winning Omaha.
Yeah,
You came runner up. It is what it is. But how do you get better for 2025, and how you gonna get over that hump?
yeah. I mean, that's a really tough question to answer as to how the necessary how to get better. I mean, obviously, there's always rooms to grow, but I mean, this is the first week with the team. We're all still bonding, getting to know each other more, and I can't really give you a clear answer as to how, but I think we set a really good foundation of understanding what it meant to have fun with each other and understanding that
Yeah.
this game's hard. You're gonna fail. So what? The next guy behind you is gonna pick you up. And that's what we had a lot of last year. And I think if we keep that foundation, then we can make a run again. And I think we have a pretty good shot at keeping that foundation. So
I want to hit on that foundation a little bit. You guys go through a difficult coaching change this past spring, this past summer, but in a lot of ways you keep the core, right? I mean,
Mhm.
pretty much everyone sticks around. And in that same vein, I'm just curious. One, there's two parts of this question. One, what is it like as a college athlete going through
Yeah.
a coaching change that was kind of unforeseen? And then the other half of it is that core that you mentioned. Who's the unspoken leader that not a lot of people talk about in that A&M locker room that is the glue?
Yeah. I have a different perspective on this whole situation that happened. I, I think it was a blessing. Like I think it was a hidden blessing. I think that it helped me mature faster than I think I could have ever imagined. I think that it helped the team mature faster than, and I think it also brought us together. I really do.
Mhm.
And also I think it's a blessing because I got the coach I wanted and the team wanted to get in the end. So I mean, we'll never complain about that. Mike's one of the best. He is the best coach out there. One of the best I've ever gotten to even practice for. So it's pretty cool. Same with the whole coaching staff. It's really an unbelievable thing. And I don't even want to get too deep into everything that happened because at the end of the day, it's past us. It doesn't even matter. So,
Yeah, sure, that's
uh,
fine.
but I'd
Who's
say
your
that
glue guy though, man?
the glue
Who's your
guy. I
glue
mean,
guy?
I think it's pretty obvious. I think that you can just look at the team and look at our social media page and be like, oh, look at Shot, look at Hayden over there. I think it's pretty obvious that that guy just loves a good time, loves to have fun, loves to love his people, like his teammates, and just genuinely has hard emotion for everything that he does and every person he interacts with. So it's a pretty cool thing to see him do what he does.
I love it, man. Well, I like to end this show every week with some questions out of left field. I went with the same questions last year. I'm going to go with them again
Yeah.
because I think they're good. So you're 20, 21 years old. You got a ways to go here. Let's say you play for 20 more years, man, 2 decades.
Mhm.
Okay. You can only choose one walk-up song for the rest of the time. You can never
Wow.
change it.
Wow,
Not allowed. What are you hitting?
dude. I think. Hang on. You know what? Since I'm on my phone, I'm turning it this way. Sorry, but I'm gonna go
You're good.
on the Apple Music to look at this. I'm gonna get something good here. You put me
Live
on
and
the spot.
interactive.
Now I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it my own.
I love
I
it.
think I go. Oh yeah, My Girl by the Temptations.
No kidding.
Yeah, why not? Let's do
No
it.
shot.
Let's do it. My
Here's my
girl.
question for
My
you. So you
girl.
flip open Apple Music.
Yep.
I can't believe I talked over that bellow. You open up Apple Music.
Bella.
My Girl's at the top.
No, so I went to the playlist of it has some reggae music in there, some throwbacks, and at the very bottom, I just added a few days ago, and it's been stuck in my head, and I think I could listen to that every day for 20 years.
Okay, I dig that. Hey, listen, that is a timeless track. It's
Yeah,
going to be received well forever.
I mean, if you don't know every word to that, I mean, where have you been?
You been in a hole?
I literally, you've been somewhere.
All right. All right, man. So this last one is going to be a two-parter.
Okay.
One, you probably heard the first part of. The second one is going to be new this year. First part, a whole A&M roster. All right, you guys are all boys. Who is the one guy you would never let date your sister?
Hayden Shaw. Never. Actually, you know what?
Veteran, huh?
I take it back. I would be brother-in-laws with that guy. I could do it. I wouldn't be mad. And I take it back. I'm gonna go Gavin Grohovac.
Really, the freshman,
Cash
huh?
it in. Cash it in. Yep.
I guess he's a sophomore now.
Yep.
A little
Cash
bit
it
longer
in.
in the tooth.
Gavin.
Okay. Now this is the new part for this year. It's the last question. You go to a nice restaurant. All right, you got your whole team. Maybe this will be tough with athletes, but who's the one guy that you don't trust to order everyone's food?
Like, has a bad food taste.
Yeah, or like he's not explorative. Like he's just gonna order peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Yeah, this one, Hayden Shaw. He eats chicken fingers, mac and cheese, and that's about it. Like anywhere we go, it's chicken and cheese.
Hayden Shaw is a 3-year-old.
That's what he says too. It's unbelievable, unreal. And I'm always like,
He's
dude,
doing
you need to
something right.
branch out. And he's like, no, dude, like this is just what I want to eat. I'm like, come on.
Hey, he's doing something right. He's getting the
I
job
guess
done.
so.
Man, all right. Lord Tubbington, it's been a pleasure, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, dude. We'll see you next time. Good luck this season.
Awesome. Thank you so much.